Technology and all, man. Good morning. God bless us this morning. Good morning to the grind. Another amazing day, another amazing morning. This is the morning grind. I'm KeJohnna Owens each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. We're a little off this morning. Computer decided to update and everything else, but guess what? I said, don't worry about it. Those are things you need to take care of so you can have a great production, because today I got an amazing visionary on. It's an honor and a privilege, an absolute blessing to be doing the work and connect the dots with people that see what's coming, not just what's here, but to take the past and what we've been through and what we've been doing and develop something that changes lives. We're going to be talking about the amazing Barbara Morrison today, and I'm going to have the amazing visionary behind the push of keeping legacies alive, Mr. Timothy Morganfield, out there at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center. And we want to start off with a testimony of just people that have been able to glean off of her, learn from her in their own words, in their own testimony of the power of the amazing Barbara Morrison. Stand by.
Okay. I'd like to play a song for you. It's called Hey Boy, I Want You. And this was recorded like 1976. Barbara singing on it, and Carlos Pueblos is playing keyboards and arranged it, and I was a songwriter. And this was the first of several songs that we recorded with Barbara involved. Yeah. This was about I think Barbara was like maybe 25 or 26 when we did this. Yeah. She was singing around town, different clubs and whatnot. And I was already in a band called the Mean Machine. And we needed a vocalist. And so we were lucky enough that Barbara was interested in being part of the band. So we did several gigs together, and in the meantime, we had the opportunity to record some songs, of her, this is one of them. Richness in her voice, her personality kind of really came out, when she sang. She could really just put herself into a song.
Okay, this is Barbara Morrison, Softly as in the Morning Sunrise. Softly as in a morning sunrise. Barbara was unmatched for her rhythm and her ability to just feel that music and sing it. What I really loved about the way she sang a song was the range that she had, and easily, because she sat down and she could reach those notes and sing with so much feeling in it, What a wonderful world with Barbara Morrison in it.
signature Barbara in terms of her approach, the rhythm, how she plays off the musicians. Just magnificent. Because this is the song that Etta James owned. And notice that Barbara's approach is not to go counterintuitive to what Etta James is presenting, but rather embellishing what Etta James is laid down with Barbara's unique style, her skill set, and the toolkit that she utilizes when she's doing stuff like this.
One of my favorite songs is Barbara Sings. It's a ballad. It's one that she sings ever so well. Barbara sings it in a way that only she can. And it's one of my favorites of all of the things she sings. The jazz, the blues, of all of those things, this particular one is one that she showed me how to sing a ballad. When I first sang it to her in the class, she said, "No, you sound like Nat King Cole. We got enough Nat King Coles." You know, she said, "Sing it like I sing it." And she sang this song and later recorded it. And I would listen to it to make sure I didn't sound like Nat King Cole, to try and sound like her. And in trying to sound like her, I sounded like me. And that's the kind of person that she was. And this is just absolutely drips with just honey. It is so sweet. And moves me in ways that Barbara would move me, you know, as a person. And I loved her for that. She could evoke that emotion within me, and I've had a brand new appreciation for whatever it is that she was doing, especially this tune. And I just love the way she sang it. See her smile.
The amazing Ms. Barbara Morrison. I know James Janice, Ms. Clossy. It's just amazing to have the relationships that we've been able to establish, especially here in Southern California. Done some really, really, really powerful works out there at the Barbara Morrison Center, right in the Mecca of Leimert Park. If you ever get down there, you got to go by. You got to tell Tim, "Hey, I saw you on the grind." And you're going to see this young man today. I get a chance to bring him on up. Visionary. He's been in this industry, helping musicians have levels of exposure that uncommon. Right there at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center, and making some moves right in the area. And he's going to tell you about some things that's coming up. I want to bring up this brother in success right here, amazing young man, Mr. Tim Morganfield, out there at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center. Stand by.
Hey,
I told you we were going to have him. There he is, Mr. Timothy Morganfield. Good morning to you. On the grind, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Too. Good morning.
How y'all doing out there?
Well,
You hear me okay?
I hear you
Okay.
excellently, man. We on this morning. Thanks for navigating all the technical difficulties, man. That's gonna be what it is. We don't panic. We keep going. We find a way.
Yeah.
And to have you on this morning, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Tell people about you. You know, your legacy, all the way down Muddy Waters, all that. Good morning, sir. Tell us about Mr. Timothy Morganfield. What's going on?
Mr. Timothy Morganfield, I'm just an average guy. Now, I am co-owner of the Barbara Morrison Performance Arts Center, along with my partner, Karen A. Clark. We both are keeping Barbara Morrison legacy alive and well. Myself, I worked for Barbara for 16 years, 15, 16 years. When she passed 3 years ago, you know, me and Karen A. Clark went ahead and took on the ownership of the theater to keep her legacy going, in which right now, the Barbara Morrison Performance Arts Center is going well, strong right now. We're doing a lot of things around, from concerts, jazz, blues, movie nights, a little bit of everything, so that's so much about me. Yeah.
I know you're humble. I know I've
You
been
know,
around you, but today it's while it's about you, I know it's about a much larger vision, and that's why I got you on to talk about what you see, what's coming, and the impact you're making right here in Southern California, right in the mecca of the Black community there in Los Angeles, Leimert Park. I mean, all the live music, the whole aura of be yourself down in Leimert Park. What's it like down in Leimert Park today?
well, Merck Park has changed. I mean, like I said, I've been here like 15 years and seen it when I was here with Barbara 2009. It was always a thriving place of music. And then over the years, pandemic hit, things changed, but we're bringing it back. Um, Leimert Park is getting back to thriving of music. As far as myself, the Barbara Morrison Performance Arts Center, you have the World Stage, you have Fernando Fulham's, you have Aziz Art Gallery, you have Auras, all providing music, that's something that heals around here. And then soon, over by the summer, our big thing of Leimert Park will be the Vision Theater that'll be opening, which I am technical director for that Vision Theater when it does open and stuff. So
That's
my
big.
position, my position of running, and then right now I would say my wife, Karen A, is running the Barbara Morrison Performance Arts Center now, and I'm over at the
Nothing like a power team and a power couple with the vision man together. Lock on. My wife and I, we're gonna follow that leadership there, sir.
yeah,
The
yeah,
Vision
yeah. You know
Theater.
what?
I don't think people know enough about the Vision Theater. Because you're not gonna say it, but you're a giant. I'm gonna say it. You're a giant, and you're making giant strides to make a giant impact. A little background on the Vision Theater and how powerful that is, because I don't want it to be overlooked.
Okay, I mean the Vision Theater originally was built in 1931, 32, and you know it was the Watchtower by Islamic had it there, and then Marla Gibbs owned it. So the city of LA went ahead and took it over about 10 years ago, and they just dished about $30 million into renovation. We're about at the end of that renovation right now with me there overseeing along with Yvonne Farrell. Um, and it's going to bring something to Leimert Park that's going to be big. It's a new theater that sits 729 seats, state of the art dressing rooms, 4 dressing rooms with showers and restrooms in it, orchestra pit, trap door. And then what's really cool about it, a lot of historical stuff we kept there. And the other thing that's cool is the first 5 rows of seats are the original seats from 1932 that was refurbished and right there. So them are special seats there. But everybody's going to love that vision, and it's going to complement every other theater around Leimert, the small theaters here.
That's why I wanted to ask that question, because it's nothing that just comes easily. People. This whole podcast is about the work ethic. Your history, the legacy. You're in it. I love when you're in something. When you something like that, like hey, you went back 1937 all the way to now. So you get a chance to see a little bit about the humble giant you are. Thank you for that. See, people know now, like, nah, he ain't playing over there. He making it happen.
You know what? Like I tell people, we're making moves over here. We're making quiet moves, but big moves. And like I said, we humble about it. And like I said, people will enjoy what we have going on. I mean, here in Leimert. I mean, believe me. I mean, right now, also we have the sidewalks getting redone, and we used to have the brass plaques in the ground. It was only like about 15, 20 of them in the ground. On one side of the street is like the Walk of Fame of Leimert. So the city just did the sidewalks, and there's going to be 40 plaques going in the ground now. And one of them that's going in is Barbara Morrison right in front. So, like I said, there's a lot of good things going on.
Wait a minute. That's see, $30 million investment they got going on in there and everything else. You're in the room where the decisions are being made. I want people to get that too.
Oh, man.
So where the thought, where the idea, and then, you know what? I got a shovel to put in the work. You're right there in the middle of the trenches. That's what I call it, sir.
There you go.
So thank you for establishing, forward progress, man. That's always amazing. I got an ode here in our queue. We're gonna play it, and it's really Mrs. Morrison in her own words, the whole thing that Tony put together. Talk about Tony too, and what he's doing with the production that's coming forward with the whole promo for Barbara Morrison.
Oh, well, with that one, Tony was working on another project that he was working on, and I think I saw the clip of Barbara Morrison there. Just went ding in my head. When we, he's such a humble guy, and sat down and talked with him and said, "Look, why don't you just do a documentary on Barbara Morrison?" So collaborating, and I got the okay from the family, in which he's putting something real good together. It's gonna be a documentary that we're working on, in which right now we go start a GoFundMe real soon to help fund it, so we can get this going to show the legacy of Barbara Morrison. I mean, she's very well loved, and that's my sister. I mean, she's like took me in, and groomed me to, where I am today. Right now, I always say her and God and hers watching over me, put me in a position to keep her legacy going. So, with Tony, he's a good guy. He's putting something together that's everybody's going to love. It's going to like. It shows his view of Barbara along with everybody else's view.
We'd like to bring out for you now a young lady who's going to knock your socks off and set your soul on fire. Miss Barbara Morrison.
Music means everything. Music is medicine. My grandmother, she would get depressed sometimes. And when I was 4 and 5 years old, my mother and father, they used to go get Barbara. She can make grandma laugh. She can make grandma smile. And I'd get the broom and I'd pretend like it was a microphone and I'd sing songs. I could barely talk. That's no one sing, but that would just crack her up. And that happened on the day she died. She died with music. The rhythm when we walk, the rhythm when we talk, when we smile. It's all metered out. 1, 2, 3, dance. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3. It's all iambic pentameter, as my poetry teacher would say. It's poetry. It's everything.
I feel so good out here today. Isn't it a beautiful day for June?
I grew up in Ypsilanti, Michigan, but we lived in Detroit. My father would promise my mother when he went away to Korea that he would marry her and buy us a house. I was born out of wedlock. But my mother couldn't wait. She gave me away. When my dad came home, the adoption papers weren't signed or anything. He went to the people and he said, "She belongs with me." And the guy says, "Well, I'm her daddy now." He said, "Yeah, but I'm her father." And the mother, the wife of this gentleman said, "We have to let her go back to her daddy." He did exactly what he said he would do. He found my mother. and he bought us a house. And they came, my brother, and my sister. So it was 6 of us all together, and I was the oldest. But the real good thing is, my brother played trumpet under me. My sister played clarinet. Eli Lucky Thompson, who played saxophone with Miles Davis, was our uncle. And he gave my sister a clarinet. She was like 5 years old. My father was a doo-wop. He had his own group, like Sam Cooke, like the Soul Stirrers. And my dollhouse was under the kitchen table, and they rehearsed in the kitchen. My senior year in high school, I won a scholarship, Border Region scholarship, to Eastern Michigan University, and I became the first Black junior miss in Huron Valley, where we live. And I was singing one of the Beatles songs called Yesterday. Yesterday, all my sorrows seem so far away. And I only stayed there a couple of years before I moved to California. And then I started going to different colleges here. When I decided to make my transition from Michigan to California, I transferred my job. I was working for a finance company that I won't name. And when I got there and they found out I was African American, they found a way to get rid of me. So it didn't matter because I had skills. I had another job the next day. Just felt really, really good about myself.
Don't touch me.
All the people I knew were in the industry. Johnny Otis, he had a television show and a radio show.
Right.
And he put me in his band. He nurtured me. I got to record with Ray Charles and they made an album of it. Doc Severinsen. I ended up staying in his band 7 years. We did a blues record. When I learned that I had diabetes and I knew I had to slow down on my traveling, and I lost my first living. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make me a place where I can have my own shows. And that's how the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center became my little Carnegie Hall. And I noticed that a lot of people in this area needed a little place to perform and show their talent. Come and see how everything is growing together. And we are one.
We ought to stay together. The very thought of you makes my heart sing like an April breeze on the wings of spring.
Wow.
But that's a tribute.
It gets me all the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're a big part of that. And not only just her legacy, but people knowing, like, man, you know what? I got some testimony too, because she was real. I mean,
Yeah.
as she tell you, as an amputee, she told my dad one time, "You gonna make me jump up and hit you with one of these legs." I said, man.
Yeah, she's a wonderful person. I mean, I know the first time I met her, in 2009, she was looking for somebody to build a stage because I'm a set builder too. And my name came down to meet her to talk about building a stage. I didn't really know her. This is in 2009. And we sat here, we talked about what she wanted. So I said, I'm going to go home and talk, go home and I'm think about that. I told her I'd get with you tomorrow. We'll talk about a price. Got a good feeling from her. Got home to my ex-wife and told her, I said, well, this lady named Barbara, I met this lady, supposed to be a famous jazz blues singer. Her name is Barbara. I said, Morrison, and she went berserk. as her favorite jazz artist and blues artist. I said, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna take this job. So when I got back the next day and I got to where Barbara was, and I told her, I said, you know what? We're gonna work this out, Barb. I got a good feeling about you. So uh, I said, for one, I tell you what, I'm gonna work with you about this, you know. So what I'm gonna charge you, just give me money for material and pay me over 6 months, my labor, you know, because I feel what you're doing. I want to be a part of it. And she looked at me so happy about it. So she said, okay, let me write you a check. So she's sitting there with her band, writing a check. She said, what's your name again? I said, Timothy. And she said, what's your last name? I said, Morganfield. Then her mouth dropped. She looked at me and she said, Muddy Waters. I said, yes. She said, family. I said, yes, I'm family of him. She said, I always wished and hoped to work with a Morganfield. And instead of befriending me at that time, she befamilied me. And from that point, working with Barbara's side to side, I worked with her about her mission. I didn't work with her about money. I worked with her about her mission. And one thing why I'm saying that is what she did for me, she started introducing me to people in the industry, in the jazz industry, and all around. And they start hiring me. You know, I'm financially making money. Then every time I come do a show at the work with Barbara at the center, I tell her, put the money back in the center. Don't pay me. Never asked her for money. I said, if I need it, I'll ask her. I said, you've done a lot for me. And through all them years, I stuck with her through everything. I mean, through damn good shows to some shows we do when it's only like a couple people. You know, it's not having my hand out. It wasn't about that. It was keeping her happy. Her having this theater made her happy. And the theater wasn't about her making no money here. It was about seeing people here to enjoy themselves, to have happiness here, to just smile, you know. And that made me even happy just to see artists on something I built, famous artists on the stage I built. And it was just a good feeling, man. It's just one of them feelings. And with her, you know, that's my sis for life. And, you know, and she's still here today running the center. I always tell everybody, I'm just a captain just trying to guide the boat, you know, along with me and Karen A, you know. We're
You
doing it
got in
on.
that boat.
Yeah.
You got in that boat. You steering. You got an amazing team. You got Bianca down there. I mean,
Oh,
she's
yes. We got
always on
Miss B.
point.
Yeah.
People just like yourself, though. You know, hey, look here. It's bigger than me. That's the whole thing.
Yes.
If we could really get that, and that goes in frying the fries at McDonald's. You know, somebody's gonna eat your fries. I mean, they're gonna take them home, feed the kids. It's bigger than you. It's not just throwing something in the bag, but you can think of it so
Right.
small. See, you came in. Look, I see your vision. That's
Right.
me. I get in like, man. Okay, this is not a thing. This is a wow.
Yeah.
This is what it's called. I call it. I'm honored. People,
Man.
look, what do you mean I'm honored? You know, that's weird. Man. I'm honored that I get an opportunity to be a part of a vision that's making an impact in other people's lives.
Right.
And that's what you do, sir. And that's why I call you a giant. You got on that shirt right there. The
Oh yeah,
jazz on jazz vibration, man.
I gotta represent, man. I gotta represent. Jazz
The
Zone has
amazing
been a
Linda
part
Sam
of the
there, Mr.
center
Roscoe
here.
Lee Owens are doing it
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, very much part of what this center thrives in. And another thing, like I always say, people come to me and say, Tim, you're doing a good job at the center. You know, we just guiding. But the thing is, what makes this center is the community and the community effort, man. They're loving it, man. And they're the one keeping this place open. And like I said, with me, Karen A, Bianca, we're the one just, you know, just making sure the doors are staying open and giving stuff. And like I said, it's a lot of good things we have going on here.
Well, I know that you opened the door to me, allowed me to do a whole travel business presentation. I think we had over 100 people in the room. So you
Yeah.
open it to business concepts, you open it to poets, you open the door to, they got the bohemian styles come in. I see them, got the big beard with some kind of instrument you've never seen before.
Yep.
And they come in and they share, that aura, and people resonate with it. And it's just a great, great feeling of what's happening in the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center. Not only the center, just a mecca, if you will, a safe place to come and perform, continue being who you are, and let people know, like, wait a minute, that Muddy Waters? Yeah, you got legends walking around there like Common. Yeah, I played with Dizzy. I played with, I used to open up for all these different, amazing, walking by greatness, and you are that, sir. You are absolutely that.
Well, like I said, we keeping everything going this year. We're doing a lot more things strong this year. Also we had the Barbara Morrison Jazz and Blues Festival last year, and maybe we might do it again this year. It was great. And then this year we're doing a lot. I have June 20th, we have Live at LACMA, tribute to Barbara Morrison will be happening. And then the big show for International Jazz Day. Barbara always did something big when it's come to April. And then International Jazz Day, always done something big. So Karen A came up with Ronnie Laws and Doug Kern will be at the Barbara Morrison Performance Arts Center live April 30th. International Jazz Day. It's going to be a live recording, and streaming tickets will be sold out there. We go really bring it on this year here at the Barbara Morrison Performance Arts Center, and keeping her legacy going. I mean, like I said, we got a brass plaque getting ready to go on the ground. It's going to honor her. Also along with the corner of 43rd and Degnan, is now named the Barbara Morrison Square. We got signs up there, so.
Wait a minute. Let me see. It's live now. What? Let me see if I get me. This massage I seen my wife is here. This is how I go. Oh, woo woo woo. I don't know. Get me. Let me see if I can get me a little plaque. It might be in the corner. You can't see it too good, but a little plaque, or something like that, man. I lend a hand. I'll get a show. I'll do some work. I'll bring a difference. I'll make an impact, man. Mr. Tim Morganfield, I want you to stand by. We'll send a couple of shout outs out there and let people know how this whole platform, podcasting, a few things we do, talk about the Jazz Zone and what's coming up. We'll bring you right back up, if you will. Stand by, right?
Okay.
And how about that, man? We get to connect with people like Mr. Morganfield with vision, humble. You know what? Just take care of what needs to be taken care of and allow me to be your resource. Fairly, take care of me respectfully so I could, perform, facilitate the needs that I have to do. But I'm down with the vision. That's what he's saying. Those are the kind of people. That's the kind of people. I believe in that. When you see a vision and you could bring an asset, be an asset within it, you could make a difference. Maybe just being yourself, bring the spirit of excellence, man, you can make a difference. And he'll find room for what you do and a value for it too. Let's talk about it. The podcasting is changing the world. Stand by. Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
Well, there we are, man. Okay. That's all right. Shouts out to the people that have been amazing in my life, and this amazing opportunity here. Some of the businesses that support what we're doing, and that's all about you and Barbara Morrison. They say, well, you know what? Put me on today. We got Mr. Morganfield, right? Let us know, your contact information, how people could reach out to you, how they could support, whatever the case is. And I'll have the on the scroller right there how they could visit the Barbara Morrison.
You can hear me right now?
I can hear you well, okay. Sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, how to contact us, you go to www.tbmpac.com. You can catch us there about every good thing that we're doing. And also with the Barbara also had the California Jazz and Blues Museum. That's another one that will be coming out real soon, and all the good artwork and artifacts of her. But go to www.tbmpac.com. You'll see what we have going on, and hook up with us. Come by and visit us. Come see a show. Come rent the facility. Just come on through. That's all.
Just come on through. I love that. Come on. We're gonna make a commercial off of that. We're gonna do something like that. Come on, man. Yeah.
Remember how they used to Southern? Come on.
Come on, man. Yeah, I like that. I like the strategy. I could see something. I'll put that in my gumbo part.
Yeah, there you go. Come on. Yeah.
Mr. Morganfield, it's been an absolute honor to have you on. You got them shout outs out there. Want to make sure that they connect with you, Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens, man. You're an amazing power team.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. Seriously, for what you're doing and working with people, get them on this podcast, man. You're doing a wonderful thing, and I'd like to thank you. That's the main thing, Much blessings.
All I need you to do is just try to kind of get them to put me a little bust or something. It might be behind a tree. They can't see it, To let them know I came this way. Give me a little piece of the park.
Hey, the door's always open for you, my brother.
One thing. It's an honor every time I go in there. The legacy of my grandfather lives in there.
Oh, yes.
His picture on the wall. I've taken many pictures in there just, to have the magnitude of relationships that allow me to not only, have a friend like you, but have a home where we can come back home. I know my spirit of my legacy. I call my grandfather Papo the legacy of the grind. My dad is the DNA of the grind, and I'm just the grindologist. We try to work it out. But you a certified grindologist, man, coming on the show, man. I thank you, man. Salute to you, sir. Man, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
And talk with you soon.
Stand by. Now, what about that? You know, I get to start the day off with a smile, with a spirit, and I hope some way, somehow, somebody out there gets it that it's a legacy in your family too. It's a legacy somewhere around you. It's some kind of organization that needs you to bring the best of yourself, you know, fall, flop, work. It's just work and effort and continuation of the commitment. You got to keep the commitment going. If you commit, you commit. Shout outs out there. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in this morning. It's been your morning grind, Grindology101 Podcast. It's an opportunity just to wake you up in the morning and say, you know what, I can make today the best day ever. You know what, yesterday didn't work out right. I mean, something didn't go right. My word didn't fall right. The business that I wanted to do didn't go together. But today, thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. And today, we're going to get right into it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for chiming in. Have an amazing day on purpose.